Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, and then we're also going to talk about maybe Ripple XRP, but we mainly going to be focused on BTC. We broke our support at 10.4. If you guys watch the previous live stream, you know support was at 10.4, but still, it is not like a it is not like a it doesn't look as bad as most people are thinking, right? So by the way, today July 1st 2019, just by 11:15 a.m. right, July 1st 2019, the current price of BTC on Binance 10,242. 10,242. So we called for 11k when BTC was at just about 12k. But it kind of turned out to be bad because BTC closed just about below 11k right at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we talked about that scenario back in June 16 when BTC was just about like a 8k, 80 less than 9k basically. As now we broke like 9100 in that range, right? As now we broke 9100. We talked about BTC needs to close above 11.3 to 11.7, but unfortunately we are the market turned decided to reverse right at June 30th. So that's what we were trying to avoid. But the best it's not the best scenario, but it is not, and it is not like the end of the uptrend. At least for the short term, we could see like some reversal pattern very shortly, and then we're going to discuss why we could be seeing like some reversal pattern. So let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame first of all, right? Let's remove everything. So guys, let me know if you guys can hear me. So I won't be talking for 15 minutes and you guys gonna miss the first 15 minutes of the live stream, because that's the most important, man. I know sometimes the live stream is too long, but the first 15 minutes, I try to give you as much details as I can, right? So keep that in mind. So let me know if you guys can hear me very shortly so we can move forward. All right, I guess you guys can hear, right? So 25x leverage at 10,002. Okay, good luck, man. Good luck shorting BTC right now, because you gotta think about it, guys. We're gonna talk about the 4-hour time frame first of all. So we broke the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. It was a major support, like from 14k. You remember, guys, when we called BTC drop into 10.7, and then we came back down at 10.4, and we said that BTC gonna pull back to 10.3 to 10.5. We did that exactly. So we've been making a good call after good call, right? But this call we made at 11k to 10.9 to 11k, kind of like I mean, it was a good call, but this bearish momentum is going to create a lot of panics, right? So our target was 10.4. now we broke 10.4. where we going next? You take a look at it, right? Our initial setup was to make a flat correction, right? Why do I have blue? To make a flat correction, but BTC decided to make a zigzag. So we're most likely going to get a zigzag, right? That's going to be like a zigzag in this area, right? So we could be expecting further drop, right? But at the same time, you got to think about it, why we could just get a support at 10.4. The first initial move, right? You can expect a 1-to-1 extension or 1.618 extension, right? The first move from a 14k down to a 10.5, right? So it is a to look for a 1-to-1 extension. A 1-to-1 extension going to be just about like a 9,000, right? 9,000. But right now we at 0.618 extension. So 0.618 extension is right around like a 12.3 to 12.4. So which was our initial target. So we have to hold strong at 0.618 extension. Otherwise we're going to be dropping right at a 9k, which is 1-to-1 extension of the initial drop from like a 10,000 to from 14,000 to 10,700. This drop, right? So to get right now we at 0.60% of this drop already. 60% of this drop. And then the R side, if you take a look at the R side, it is completely oversold, right? It is completely oversold. So not completely, but if you take a look at the lower time frame on the hour, it is completely oversold. But on the 45 minutes, we still facing to the downside. So we need to make a U-turn and avoid like being oversold, right, on the 4-hour time frame, because it'll create a lot of panics. And most people won't be buying on a 4-hour oversold, but they're going to be selling. So this is going to create a lot of panics. As we mentioned, like on June 16th, if like we get a shooting star at the end of the month, it's going to be very complicated. It is going to be very complicated. We talked about it yesterday right around 7 p.m. So it is going to be very complicated. But a shooting star doesn't mean like a reversal pattern. It only means, the trend, could be slowing down at the same time. So you just don't get a shooting star and then you say like, oh, we're going to be dropping like to 2K. So it is too soon to talk about 2K, 4K, 5K, even like 9K. It is too soon. But we're holding strong at a 0.618, which is the initial, which is 6% of the initial drop, guys. This drop, let me show you, right? This drop, right? We got 60% of it from this point, like from a 10-fold down to like a 10,300, right? It is 6% of this initial drop. So keep that in mind, guys. So, and then I don't see BTC like on the 4-hour time frame making these big bearish candles. We could be looking for a reversal very shortly, right? We could be looking for a reversal very shortly. And pay clear attention to the 4-hour 50 EMA, right? The 4-hour 50 EMA going to be moving very, it is moving slow right now, but most like it is going to be moving very fast, very shortly, right? And then it is going to intercept the price once we go into the upside, right? So we're going to have tough time breaking this 50 EMA, right? We're going to have a tough time to break it. So keep that in mind. This week going to be very tough, but we're just going to deal with it. It's not going to be the end of the world, right? Keep that in mind. We're just going to have to deal with it. Just going to have to deal with it day by day. So let's take a look at the daily time frame again. When you take a look at the daily time frame, you can see like we got a clear ABC correction, right? You can see we got a clear ABC correction, just like that, right? So most people are going to be calling for 2K. So guys, remember at 3K they missed the boat, right? And then they call for 2K, right? So now we got a clear ABC correction if you take a look at the daily time frame. And then we cannot just keep dropping on a vertical line. I keep telling you guys, we cannot keep dropping on a vertical line like this. BTC does not drop like that. Even if like we get a wick to the downside, we could get like a, just like the type of wick we got a from like 8K to 6K on a base stamp. Like when BTC drop like in a matter of like 2 days, like drop like from 8K to 6K, but we got a big reversal candle back then, right? So keep that in mind. But I don't see BTC dropping like straight down with a vertical move to the downside. So I don't see that happening. So look for a reversal back to a 0.618, reversal from a reversal back to 0.618, right? Let's take a look at 0.618. Hey, what's up, Mike? Look for a reversal from back to 0.618, right? So you can say like, if you want to be conservative, you can look for a reversal of 0.618 from 12.4, right? 12.4. So which is going to be roughly about like a 11.6, right? So you guys got to remember, we talked about 11.6, and then the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame most likely going to be roughly around like 11.5 to 11.6 within the next like a few hours, right? I mean, even few days, because it is going to be dropping very slowly, because you gotta remember, we've been on an uptrend, right? This whole month, right? We've been on an uptrend. So the 50 EMA going to be dropping very slow. It's not going to be dropping very fast. So keep that in mind. So look for a reversal at 11.6 to 11.4 to 11.6, right? Within like 50% to 0.618 extension. So that's just to be conservative. But if you want to be very aggressive, you could look for a reversal from let's say you're a very aggressive trader, you could be looking for a reversal from 14k, right? So you could be looking for 12,000, just about 12,000 to 12,500, which is also very possible. But right now, most people panicking, so you want to be conservative, right? You want to be conservative. But the best case, I mean, not the best case scenario, but both of these possibilities are pretty good. Either at 11.6 or 12.1 to 12.5, right? So you got two scenarios, right? You're most likely going to reverse. So because you got to think about it, guys. Whenever you got an uptrend like this, right, and you got your ABC correction like this, like that, like a zigzag, we did not anticipate a zigzag. We were too bullish, right? And then we anticipated a flat correction. So you got your ABC correction. What can you expect? You have to expect another, at least, right, another 3 wave to the upside, right? At least, like this, another 3 wave to the upside, at least, right? You can expect up to 8 to the B, correct, to the B wave, right? Up to B wave. So at least for the short term, we can expect a zigzag, right? So, and forget about the flat correction we were anticipating. So keep that in mind, guys. So we sit in just about 10,200. So it is not looking great. It is not the best best scenarios right now, the zigzag, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. So keep that in mind. Let's go back and take a look at the weekly time frame and see how we're looking on the weekly. And then we're gonna take a look at the previous shooting stars we got on the weekly time frame. I showed you guys like 3 on the 26th, guys. We talked about this scenario on the 26th. So we talked about it, guys. I said it like the next 3 days, right? 27, 28, 29th, and the 30th, 4 days. Those 4 days, they're gonna be very critical. It is gonna be very important. We talked about this scenario, guys. If you guys remember, let me know. But we talked about this scenario 5 days ago. We started talking about it like on June 16th. Guys, when everybody was looking for 20k. I was looking for 20k, but I was still at the same time, anticipating this type of move, right? Just like we anticipated. We thought like we're gonna be making a zigzag, but we still had like a flat correction in mind, right? So if we didn't have any plan, we wouldn't be able to see like where Bitcoin is going right now, because you gotta remember, we're analyzing the market. Okay, we're not dictating the market. Okay, we're analyzing the market. Okay, it's two different things, telling you like where the market is going and where the market could be going, right? So it's two different things. So nobody knows where the market is going, but you just have to analyze the market and get the best possible scenario, right? The best possible scenario or scenarios. So keep that in mind. So the weekly, when you take a look at the weekly, we got a shooting star. We anticipated this shooting star, right? So last time we got a shooting star, we got an uptrend, right? Just like on the second week of February, and then we also mid October we got another shooting star, right? So keep that in mind. So but we have to wait for till Sunday, right? This weekly candle to close below 10.6, right, before we call for like a any lower number, right? We have to wait till Sunday. Even like if we get to like a 6, I mean not 6 but 9k, it's not going to be like, it doesn't confirm anything. We just have to wait till Sunday. Like if by Sunday we close like below 10.6, then we can start looking for lower numbers, right, and see where we're going to get some support at. But it is too early to call for 9k. Call for like a 8k, 6k, right? It is too early. Right? It is too early. And most of the time BTC just don't drop like this, like 5-6 straight weeks, like that, right? So keep that in mind. And let's take a look at the monthly, because when you take a look at the monthly on a Bitstamp, it doesn't look bad at all, right? The bigger time frame doesn't look bad at all. Let's take a look at the monthly. Let's take a look at the monthly on a Bitstamp. I mean, 20,000 this month is still valid, but we have to wait till Sunday, guys. We have to wait till Sunday. You know, calling for 20,000 right now on a downtrend is not feasible. So we have to wait till Sunday, right? Have to wait till Sunday, at least for the short term, to validate like the downtrend, right? So you take a look at the monthly chart on take a look at the monthly chart. The monthly chart doesn't look bad. You know, the candle is not very undecided. It is, you know, it is a nice body candle, but this month, you know, starting with a very big candle. So you go back previously, whenever you see like a shooting star, you know, the following month, most likely, you know, you're getting an uptrend. Besides like this, we got a shooting star like back in August, right? August 2017, and then we got the tether. I mean, not the tether FUD, but the China FUD. But we got a big reversal. We got a big reversal. So keep that in mind. Just because we got a shooting star, when you take a look at the bigger picture, it doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean much, right? So keep that in mind. Just because we got a, you know, we got a big rejection, we anticipated that rejection, and we talked about all these scenarios 5-7 days ago, guys. We talked about all these scenarios, and we said like, if we get a shooting star, you know, what's going to be happen? I mean, what can we expect, right? What's going to happen, right? What can we expect, right? So you go back on the monthly time frame. Whenever you get a shooting star on the monthly, basically you get an uptrend, right? Uptrend. So we got one just about this area, November 2015, we moved to the upside. We got another one just about this area, May 2017, we moved to the upside, right? So all these circles are shooting stars, right, on the monthly time frame. Not on the monthly time frame, but on the weekly time frame. But if you take a look at it, the same month of that week, you know, we're moving to the upside. Okay, a lot of volatility. But at the same time, I told you 9 out of 10, right? 9 out of 10, right? Whenever you get a shooting star, the following week going to be bearish. We talked about it 5 days ago, right? 5 days ago. The following week, the very next week, it is going to be bearish, and that's what we're getting right now. But it doesn't mean, you know, we're going to be bearish for like a 10, 15, 30 weeks, stuff like that, right? So keep that in mind. The only instance we got a shooting star and then we went up to the upside. We moved to the upside. That was like late February. We talked about this like, you know, we talked about this like last week, guys, even before we got that shooting star. And then the tether FUD, we got a shooting star, but we moved to the side. We were moving sideways, right? So we got another one just about this area. You know, it's not a clear shooting star, but you could like say it's a shooting star just about this area. That was the China FUD, right? So that's when we dropped from like a 5K down to like a 29.81, right? So you can see like the following week we got a shooting star, right? Keep that in mind. We got a shooting star just about this area, but the uptrend was so strong, right? We got another 2 weeks, right, of uptrend, right? 2 weeks of uptrend, right? Keep that in mind. Just because we got a shooting star doesn't mean we're gonna be dropping. Keep that in mind. So, but most likely not most likely, but 80% out of the time, it is we're getting like a bearish momentum the following week. So, but let's see how BTC gonna be. If BTC gonna be able to give us a very undecided candle, something like this, right? That's what I'm looking for this week, a very undecided candle. So forget about the hourly, the 4 hour and so on, right? Forget about all of that. Just focus on the weekly. Just focus on the weekly and monthly, right? We could get, it has to be red, right? Most likely. It could be red, not most likely, but it could be red, right? It could be red with a lot of volatility. Could be red. So let's take a look at it. Let's just anticipate red, right? It's better right now because most people are going to be panicking, like we said, like 5-7 days ago, guys. 5-7 days ago, we anticipated all these patterns, guys. So when people, so we could be anticipating like some volatility, and this candle could be very undecided. just like that, right? Just like that, with a very big wick to the downside. We don't know how far yet, but we're anticipating, you know, a 0.618 extension right now, which is just about 10.4, 10.2. We could go like as low as 9K, which is a 1-to-1 extension of the initial drop from 14K to 10.7, right? So keep that in mind. So we could get on the weekly this type of a very undecided candle. It doesn't matter if it is green or red, because if it is green, we have to close just about like above like 10.8, right? 10.8. We have to close above 10.8 in order to get a green candle. It'll be great, but it'll be great, but it doesn't mean like we're not gonna go up, you know, pull back to like 0.618, because the volatility gonna be very high. So keep that in mind. We're gonna get like, you know, plenty of volatility. Let's move back to Binance, because I just wanted to show you guys the let's actually talk about the stochastic, and then the RSI on the monthly time frame. And we should be looking good on the stochastic. We got a lot of you know, good sign of a trend continuation, but most people are gonna be panicking, guys. We talked about it. That's the weekly, right? The weekly. When you take a look at the weekly stochastic, now we're getting another, you know, another reversal sign just about this area. So I said it like since like the first week of March, the weekly stochastic gonna be in this area, you know, till the monthly stochastic is overbought, right? The monthly stochastic is overbought, right? So let's see. You see the monthly stochastic is now completely almost overbought, just about 91, right? Just about 91. So, and when we started talking about this monthly stochastic going to overbought and join the weekly, that was like, guys, that was back in that was back like March, April, guys. That was back in April. We said the monthly stochastic going to be vertical, and then it is going to join the weekly stochastic. That's what we're getting right now. So, and I said like also, you know, we said exactly once we get to once the monthly stochastic gets to this area, just about this area of 90 to 100, it is normal, right? You know, if you say like we're going to be bearish, you know, I can, you know, acknowledge it, right? But it doesn't mean like, you know, we're gonna come back down to this area, right? The monthly stochastic. So keep that in mind, because the monthly stochastic could stay in this range, right? Could stay in this range, and then the weekly gonna make another reversal pattern. So it is gonna be extremely bullish, right? You're gonna get both your weekly and your monthly stochastic overbought, right? It is gonna be bullish. Most people are gonna be very scary, but you know, you could be getting this type of noise, right? You could be getting this type of noise. Just like that. Just because your monthly stochastic is overbought doesn't mean like it is bearish. You can see like from December 15, right, guys? December 15 up like to you know, December 17, the monthly stochastic was just making noise, guys, up to this area. So we got a lot of good news, like Bitcoin is still bullish. So we got a lot of good news, Bitcoin is still bullish, right? Bitcoin is still bullish, but we need this monthly stochastic to be just about like 95 to match like the previous bull run, because right now we're just sitting just about like 91. So 91, but it doesn't mean we're not gonna get to 94, 95 on the monthly stochastic. Keep that in mind, right? Doesn't mean, because we're talking about the monthly, we're not talking about like BTC dropping to 9K, because BTC can drop to 9K this week and like push back up to 12K, you know, before you know, the end of next week. So, you know, keep that in mind, and that's a monthly. And if BTC gets like to 12K before even end of the month, you gotta think about the monthly stochastic gonna be just about like very overextended, because right now it is dropping, because we started the monthly on like a 10.8, right? 10.8. Right now it is 10,000. That's why we just sitting like at 90. Keep that in mind. But if like BTC is able to close above like 11 to 12,000, you know, the monthly stochastic going to be extremely overextended right now. We're going to get like a 98 to most likely 95. It matches, it will match like the previous bull run pick, right? Just about this area. So keep that in mind. The bigger picture is looking bullish, guys. The bigger picture is looking bullish. But the lower time frame, that's when we are bearish. Hey, what's up, HR? BTC just fell through 10 to, come on guys, we all were, most of us were wishing to buy BTC at 10k. Now BTC at 10k, most of us, you know, panicking. Like I told you, man, even if BTC goes to like a 2k, most people won't buy. Most people will not buy BTC even at $1,000. Believe me, guys, believe me. So I'm not saying it's gonna go to $1,000, but I'm saying, like, just like I said, when BTC was at 3,700, you know, I think that was like a March like 16 or 17, we got that uptrend. You know, most people were like, oh, we're gonna go to 2k. So guys, the 4 hour, you know, on the stochastic is, you know, trying to find, you know, a way to skip, you know, just about this area. It's not going to be dragging forever. It's not going to be dragging forever. So it's not going to be dragging forever, the 4 hour stochastic. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the daily stochastic. The daily stochastic, most likely we're going to get a it's not going to be dragging neither like this forever. We're going to get some, you know, some sort of crossover very soon, guys. We're going to get some sort of crossover very soon. So very soon, guys. It is completely oversold. The daily, I'm talking about the daily. So keep that in mind. So keep that in mind. So, and you can see like the same exact pattern just by this area, like the last week of May in this range. We were basically like oversold, but take a look at it, man. We find some noise and push back to the upside. So we got like we're gonna get a lot of activities in this range. We're gonna get a lot of activities in this range. So keep that in mind before we, you know, reverse. Keep that in mind. We're just sitting now just about 10,100, right? 10,100. Let's see how we're gonna do it, guys. So we broke that 0.618 extension, broke 10.618 extension on the 4 hour time frame, lower time frame. We broke that 0.618 extension. The volume is increasing, right? The selling pressure is increasing. That's a good thing, right? So it is a good sign. It is a good sign. Now we broke this 0.618 extension, you know. So now we're looking for 1-to-1 extension just about this area, which is like 88 to 80, like let's say 9k, right? Just about 9,000 in this range, right? So, but if we do not hold this area for 0.618 extension, we gotta look for a 1-to-1 extension, which is pretty valid, guys. Which is pretty valid, you know, which is pretty valid. And then we're gonna look for a reversal after that. So we did ignore the zigzag, but we knew like BTC could be making a zigzag. We didn't ignore it, but we didn't select it, right? But we knew like BTC, you know, could make a zigzag. It could make a zigzag. Take a look at the volume. Volume is increasing like from from 12.3. Like from 12.3 to up to this point, we're increasing in volume, right? We're increasing in volume. So we're increasing in volume. Just like that, right? We're increasing in volume. So we can expect very shortly the volatility to decrease. And then we could be moving sideways before a reversal. So, but we will see. We will see. Hey, you're welcome, Mike. Hey, what's up, Spencer? Buying more? I mean, most people are going to be panicking, man. People don't know what they want, guys. You know, BTC at 14K, myself, I was reaching BTC down, like to drop. Remember? Now BTC is dropping. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared, man. So, you know, people just don't know what they want, man. They want to buy the top, sell the, you know, they want to buy green, sell red. You don't want to buy green, sell red, man. Just like I told you about XRP, man. You don't want to buy at 50 cents and selling at a, you know, 36 cents. People are going to buy at 13K, 14K, you know, and then we call the drop, you know, from 14K to 10.7. We call that drop. We call the push to the upside. We call this 11K, right? Now we're trying to find a way to reverse, right? Remember, we're trying to find a way to reverse, and we should get some good news, you know, some good sign of reversal. Right? We should, right? 1-to-1 0.618 extension and 1-to-1 extension. You know, most traders gonna be, you know, keeping an eye on this area, right? From like a, you know, 10.4 to like a, you know, 9K in this range. Remember, it is going to be very volatile, but it is just what it is, right? I know it is a big drop, but when we call like BTC dropping like from 14K to 10,700, that was a big drop. That was a big drop, guys. We called it even before the drop started, so keep that in mind. We called it before even the drop started. So yeah, just chill and short BTC. Yeah, I mean, you can make money when BTC is going up or BTC is going down. So only people who care right now, you know, are those like, you know, just buying and holding. But you can make money BTC going up when BTC going up or when BTC is going down. So you really don't care, right? You really don't care. I mean, you do care because you want to know at what point you want to short or what point you want to long, right? So that's the only difference. But people are making money right now, BTC dropping. So that's what you need to, you know, keep in mind. Just because, you know, you're unhappy about BTC dropping doesn't mean that some other people, you know, are being happy. So most people are being happy right now because they're making plenty of money BTC dropping. Hey, you're welcome, Mike. Yeah, I mean, let's look for, I mean, let's see how we're gonna be able to break like a 0.618. Just because we break below it doesn't mean like we broke it. We have to close below it, right? We have to close below it and then get another candle closing below 0.618, which is just about 10.2, right? So and then we're gonna start looking for, you know, lower numbers. So but I mentioned it before, guys. The volume just cannot keep going up forever. Right now on the 4 hour, we cannot keep going. The volume cannot like keep going up like this. You know, we're gonna get a small segment. Within this small segment, you know, we're gonna be moving sideways. Okay, we're gonna be moving sideways, just like this, right? We could be moving sideways in this area. So the drop is not gonna be a linear vertical line, as told you guys. And then the volume, we're gonna get a small volume in this range, right? Either we're gonna be moving sideways, you know, with some small candles, right, up and down, and all of a sudden, right, we're gonna get another big volume within this range, right? And then I'm expecting not red, but we could be expecting this big move to the upside, guys. If you remember back in like the first week of January, guys, BTC was looking nasty, guys. We were looking nasty, and we were still calling for 50, you know, 5200, right? Remember this area? Remember this move, right? Remember this move? That was when, like the first week of January, guys, we tapped out just about like a 4200. Tapped out just about 4200. We're getting the same exact move right now. If you really, you know, take a look at it, you know, BTC make this move, right, and then make a flag, right, and then drop again, make another flag, drop again, make another flag. So, and then all of a sudden we get this big move, right? So if you go, I cannot show you on the 4 hour because, you know, it is like almost 6 months, over 6 months now. And I think TradingView doesn't show you like more than 6 months on the hourly time frame, but let's check it out. Let's check it out. It is running slow, but okay, it's not showing us like up to it is only showing us like, let's see, we got April, March. Okay, it is showing us just about this area. You see, come on. So it dropped just like that, right? You get this drop, you know, a sideways correction, a drop, sideways correction, drop, and double bottom, right? So keep that in mind. Just because BTC is dropping doesn't mean we're not gonna be going up, right? So most people are gonna be panicking, and then they're gonna lose, you know, all day BTC just around this area, right? Just around this area. So keep that in mind. Just around this area. So we could be repeating the same pattern just about this area. So because we're making the same move, this drop of the first week of January, I think we got a big move like on January 6th, sideways correction, fake out, move to the sideways. That's exactly what we did from 14K to you know, 10.7. That's the same exact move, sideways correction, move back up to 12.3, 12.7. I mean not 12.7 but 12.3, right? 12.5. Now we got the drop down. We get the drop down to you know, 11, right? So keep that in mind. So we could be repeating the same move again, right? We could be repeating the same move from like the first week of January, but most people are going to be panicking. Most people are going to be panicking. So most people are going to be panicking. So let's see how this candle, this 4-hour candle, going to be closing. If like we get a big reversal candle, like a green candle, it is going to be a good news, because now every single 4-hour candle matters, right? So let's say we get this type of candle on the current 4-hour. I don't think we're going to get it because we only got like 10 minutes, right? But let's say we close like this, right? Even like if the candle is red, it is okay. Like we just want to like a very small body candle. A very small body candle, right? Very small body candle. Let's say it's red. Okay, the current 4-hour body candle. So let's say the current 4-hour body candle looks like this, right? Ended up looking like this. So it is going to be extremely good, but we're not going to get it. We only got 8 minutes, unless something crazy happened like in the next 8 minutes. But I don't think we're going to get it. But the next 4-hour body candle are going to be very important, right? It is going to be very important. We're going to drop down to like to you know, 9.5, but you know, a reversal back to like a, you know, 10.7 going to be great. That's the only thing we need, man. We just need a reversal candle. We just need a reversal candle to give people confidence, just like this one, just like this one. So we need something like this, right, just to get like the confidence back, because most people, as soon as they see like a big you know, a reversal body candle, you know, they're gonna start, you know, buying again, right? So like we talked about the shooting star, right, on 26, 27, we say if we're gonna get a shooting star, we just need to go, you know, we just need to start looking down, right? That's what we said, right? So but as soon as we get a you know, reversal body, this type of reversal body candle, the shadow being almost like 90% of the body candle, so you can you know, being like, you know, 90% of the candle, you can expect like a you know, a reversal very shortly. But BTC needs to like you know, the R side needs to change direction, so keep that in mind. So let's see how we're gonna close this body candle. You know, it is a big volume, so it is a big volume. It is a big volume. It is a big volume, but it is not as big as, you know, this one, like on the 26, right? On the 26, we got the biggest, you know, 4-hour selling pressure, and then this, I mean, this week also, this On the 26th also, we got the biggest volume, right, on Binance as far as selling pressure and buying also, right? That's the biggest volume we receive on Binance, like I don't know since when, but it is very big, guys. It is very big, and we haven't seen anything like this yet, right, on the 4-hour time frame. We haven't seen anything like this, so we're gonna need like a reversal by the candle with a big volume, a reversal by the candle just like that, right? Just about like a like 10,000 BTC, right, on a 4-hour time frame. 10,000 BTC, 10,000 trading volume BTC. So okay, hopefully like the next 4-hour candle we can get a reversal by the candle, a bullish reversal by the candle, a bullish reversal by the candle, just like this, just like that. It'll be incredible. It'll be incredible. I'm not expecting like the wick to be that long. It is just for so you guys can see like so we could be expecting something like this, right? Let's say we're gonna get it, right? Let's say we're gonna get it. Let's just stay positive and look for a big reversal by the candle. So big reversal by the candle. BTC is, I mean, Bitcoin is still bullish, guys. BTC is still bullish. So we just seen like correction, but it is still bullish. So we're just gonna have to wait till the end of the week, and then you know, to start calling like for a lower number. But I don't think like this week gonna be that nasty like most people are anticipating. It could be very boring as soon as we hit target. It could be very boring, a sideways correction, but it's not going to be dropping like all the way down to like a 4K like most people are anticipating. I don't see BTC dropping like from 10K to 4K in 1 week. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Next target, we sitting just about like a 0.618 extension. If 0.618 extension doesn't hold at 10.2, 10.4 in that range, we're gonna have to look for 9,000 to 9,200, right, in that range. But it might not be today, so so don't expect it to be today, right? I'm not expecting BTC to drop to 9K today. So we could get like very boring, like the next like 8 hours could be very boring. Could be very boring. Could be very boring. I'm not expecting like a 9K today, but next target level, if like we don't hold strong at at 10.2, 10.4, you know, next target is at 9K 1-to-1 extension. I just showed you guys, right? Just showed you guys. I just showed you guys, right? So if you're holding for the long term, you're getting like a great opportunity to buy BTC. But most people, they're gonna say we missed 3K, right? But you know, BTC doesn't give you second opportunity, man. You don't get second opportunity. So I think Tom Vey is calling for like a 2,800. So I mean, I didn't watch the video, but I think I saw it like you know, a thumbnail, something like that. Because yeah, he did call for 10,800. I mean 2,800. He said like when BTC goes up that much, it tends to drop like 80%. It doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. Because back in 2015, we went up, you know, to 100%. We didn't drop like 80%. Yes, you can say like, you know, 3K to 14K is a lot. Yes, but not. I could say like 50% is more reasonable than 80%. BTC dropping down to 2,800, man. Can you imagine where Ethereum going to be at? Maybe $14, $10. You know, maybe Litecoin going to go back down like to you know, $7. Neo like you know, 50 cents. You know, Ripple XRP could hold strong at you know 20 cents to 28 cents, right? So it just doesn't make any sense. So keep that in mind, guys. So we're looking for BTC to hold strong. We got 1 minute, right, to close this current candle. The price is exactly at 0.618. We're not closing below 0.618. That's a good thing, guys. It is a good thing. We're not closing on this current body candle. We're not closing below 0.618, which is just about 10.2, right? 10.2 to 10.3. So that's good, guys. That's good. We got like a couple of seconds to close. We got just about 45 seconds, right? So BTC has to hold strong, and then the next body candle really doesn't matter as long as we get a reversal. We get this reversal body candle. So this one just have to close above like a 10.3 next 4 hours. We just have to close above 10.3 and hold strong within this range, right? So this way you're gonna give a time to your RSI to move sideways at least the next like 8 to 16 hours. Before we start reversing at least to a 0.618. 0.618, you guys got to remember, right? We talked about at the beginning of the live stream. We got 2.618 to pay clear attention. So we got 2.618 to pay attention, right? You got your 0.618 from 14K, right? Let me just illustrate it again. You got your A, B, right? And C, right? C just about this area, right? Like a 10-4. So the new 4-hour body candle just started. Great. So we said we can just to be conservative, look for a 0.618 pullback to a 50% pullback, right? Which is just about a let's redraw it again. So let's say the very aggressive scenario is that you're looking for BTC to reverse 0.618, right? But your initial drop going to be a 14K, right? So the reverse, if you reverse like 0.618, you're going to be looking for 12.4. This is going to create a lot of FOMO, guys. Most people are going to be like, okay, oops, that's it, right? It is going to create a lot of FOMOs, right? So at least you could be looking for like a 50% pullback, which is just about 12,000. So 12,000 to 12.3, that's very aggressive by looking at your initial drop to be at a 14K. Or the other scenario is that to be looking for 0.618, but your initial drop gonna be 12.3, right? 12.4 in that range, right? You guys gotta remember we call for that number, right? Like this area, right? 12.4, right? So if your initial drop gonna be this B wave to the downside, you're looking for a 0.618 extension. You're looking for like just about like 11.2, right? 11.2. So keep that in mind, 11.2. But you also at the same time you got you got your 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. Just about this area could also give you some tough time. So I'm anticipating, right, just to be conservative, I'm anticipating 0.618 and 50 EMA, right? The 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, right? So keep that in mind. 50 EMA, which is just about like 11.6, and your 0.618 is just about like 11.2. So we could be getting some good news, good reversal pattern just about this area. So but it doesn't mean like we're gonna go straight back up to 14K. Keep that in mind. It is just a short reversal in order to get the structure back up, right? So back to an uptrend, right? So for some reason it is just freezing. That's why you guys seen those windows popping out. So keep that in mind, guys. So we just started a new body candle, looking for a reversal pattern. Looking forward to reverse back to 0.618. So look for this type of body candle. If like we get this type of a body candle, it'll be great, guys. It'll be extremely bullish. But I don't think we're gonna get a 11.6 to 12K like today or something like that. This 4-hour body candle. I don't see us getting it, but anything can happen. Like BTC can all of a sudden give us a big bullish body candle just like this, right? It could, but just to be conservative, right? We're not anticipating it, right? I'm not anticipating. I'm extremely bullish, but at the same time, you know, we gotta be, we gotta be realistic, right? So it's going to, we're getting like a lot of panics. So let's look for the sideways correction, right? Like look for the sideways correction, just like this, right? Couple hours, something like that, 16 to 32 hours, and then all of a sudden we're gonna get the big move to the upside, just like that. So big body candle, so big body candle, just like that, just like this. Just like that. So let's try to get the sideways correction first of all. Let's try to get the sideways correction, just about this area, right? Just about this area. Let's try to get the sideways correction. So it is not a good time to be extremely bullish at the same time, but for the long term, like a monthly chart, it is still bullish. It is extremely bullish. So it is extremely bullish. Skrilla King. So I know most of you guys gonna be most people are gonna be panicking. And then let's move on to XRP, and then let's move on to XRP. See how XRP is holding as BTC is bearish. XRP. So XRP is holding strong on a 4-hour time frame. It is basically double bottoming, same pattern as BTC. We talked about this channel, right? We say like XRP going to be moving within this range. So we were anticipating XRP to go as high as 45 cents, but we're not getting it. It just made a smaller impulse wave. It's not even a 382 pullback. If you really take a look at it on a lower time frame, it's not even a 382 pullback. So it is a good news. We're not getting any like a fib retracement yet from XRP from this area of 50 cents, right? So that's a good news. It means like it is coming. It means it is coming, right? I was anticipating this XRP to pull back just about like 50%, which is just about 45 cents if you guys watch my previous live stream, but it is not moving. So we still can anticipate like a reversal pattern from XRP within this range, right? Within this range, right? So you remember, guys, we were looking for a 3-wave to move to the downside, but we're getting 5, which is even better. Right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Your 5th wave, you could get a big wick to the downside, just about this area to get wave number 5, and then we're gonna get a reversal pattern. So it'll be extremely bullish because we're still moving like within this channel, right? You're still moving within this channel. So if you just want to count 3 wave, you still got your 3 wave just about this area, just like that. This is a double bottom. So it is a double bottom. So it is not clearly 5-wave structure yet, right? It is not clearly 5-wave structure unless like we get to a 37, 36, it'll be 5. But as up to now, we got 3. But this one, you can see like we got a 5. You can count 5-wave structure in here, right? And then you take a look at it, we move to the upside, right? But if you just come back down like to 37, we could expect like XRP to start moving to the upside. So, but we're still within that's just noise. You don't want to spend too much time like counting like 5 and 3, like I said. So just get your channel and then expect XRP to stay within this range, right? This channel before a big move to the upside. So BTC is pretty much like holding strong. XRP could just steal the show, right? So keep that in mind. So if you're new to the content, make sure to join the Telegram group. If the link doesn't work, let me know in the chat room. The link is underneath the description. I'm gonna send you the link, right? So, but XRP is still holding strong. It is not dropping as as fast as BTC is dropping. So it is still holding at 40 cents. You guys gotta remember, back in September, right? even like November when BTC was dropping from 6K, XRP was holding strong at 55 cents, man, for like a week. So keep that in mind. Just about this area, man. The first week of November, XRP was holding strong, right? XRP was holding strong. So just because BTC is dropping doesn't mean like it's gonna affect XRP, guys. It's gonna affect XRP. So keep that in mind. BTC was holding strong. 5K XRP was still holding like just about like a 55 cents, right? 47 cents in that range. But after we got a final drop just to get this baseline, which is pretty good, guys. And so if you take a look at the bigger picture, you don't even see like a you don't even see those waves, guys. You just see like a you can see like clear 5-way structure within this channel, but you don't want to spend too much time counting. You don't want to spend too much time, guys. Just get your channel. You got 5 wave within this channel. So what can you expect? You just expect like a big wave to the upside. So whether XRP drop like from 36 to 38, it really doesn't matter. You're still like within the channel. So you don't buy and expect like price to go up from the price you bought it at. You just buy because you expect like price gonna move up over time, right? You can buy XRP at 40 cents, it drops at 36 cents. You just don't worry because you're expecting like XRP to gain value over time. So all these drops, like it is just noise. It is just fluctuation. It is just volatility. It is just volatility. So, but XRP is still bullish, still within a bull flag. BTC is not making a bull flag. BTC is making a ABC correction, but XRP is making a bull flag. So you got to keep that in mind. Because as soon as XRP like break above this area and go up like to 63, $1.20, all of you guys gonna be expecting like when XRP gonna drop again, right? And if XRP drop like 10-20%, all of you guys not gonna be buying. So you better it's not a financial advice, but we should be accumulating. You and I, all of us, right? Not just me, but all of us, should be accumulating XRP within this range, right? Should be accumulating so if you don't buy XRP at this range, right, at these prices, where can you expect to buy, guys? Where can you expect to buy? Okay, you can say I'm gonna be buying at 20, 24, 28 cents. Okay, you can wait, right? You can wait. But just like when BTC was at 3K, everybody was waiting for 2K, guys. It was 20%, right? They could bought at 3K and sold at 14K and buy back at 10K. That's the same difference. It's no difference, right? It's no difference. You're making like almost 35 to 40% profit instead of waiting for 2,500. So I wouldn't be waiting for XRP. At even like at 36, accumulate in this range. At these prices, guys, in this range. So keep that in mind, guys. XRP is extremely bullish. Let's take a look at Ether. But at what point am I gonna be bearish about BTC? I'm gonna have to wait till the weekly close, even the monthly. I don't want to be bearish like too early for BTC, guys. I don't want to be bearish too early for for BTC. I could wait at least like 2 to 3 weeks just to get confirmation, and then we can look for lower numbers. Because it's not it's not like the market gonna be down forever. So you take a look at BTC. Not BTC, but Ethereum versus the dollar, not versus BTC. Ethereum is making the same exact move, a 3-wave correction to the downside on the daily time frame. We're not quite yet at the 50 EMA. We could be anticipating a support from the 50 EMA, which is going to be a great thing. The 50 EMA is just about 265. So 265. What is it when you take a look at your extension tool? Take a look at your extension. So it is exactly at 0.618, right? 0.618, it is just about like a 272. So expecting Ethereum to drop just about 265 to 262, it is pretty reasonable, right? Because BTC dropped down, like from the initial drop from 14k to 10.7. Ethereum made the same type of structure from just about like 370 down to 280, right? 370 down to 280, right? We push back up 0.618. Now we're coming back down to 0.618. So keep that in mind, right? So we could be dropping down to like to 265 to 272, right? We got the 50 EMA. Ethereum looking better than BTC actually, right? Because Ethereum is not gonna be just about like a 0.618, and then your 50 EMA gonna be intercepting the price. You go back and take a look at the 50 EMA back like just about like the April 29th. Take a look at it. We got a big support from it. Big support right from it. So keep that in mind. So even when you go back to Litecoin, BTC, the 50 EMA is very important, guys. LTC, BTC, it is very important, guys. It is very important. Take a look at LTC, BTC, guys. Let's take a look at the weekly. Let's take a look at the LTC BTC. The 50 EMA on the weekly, it is holding the price very strong, guys. You can see like even though like we came back down at a 0.786, right? Even though we came back down at 0.786, just about this area. This green line you're seeing, just about this area, right? We weren't able to close below the 50 EMA, right? Price got rejected. You can see like just about this area of April, not April but February 18th, the same week like Bitcoin got that big drop. Same thing happened like to Litecoin. Litecoin came back down on the weekly. 50 EMA got a support, pushed to the upside. You can see like same thing again, came back down to a weekly 50 EMA, big rejection. Even though like we came back down to like 0.786 on the daily, like of this entire move, 0.786, we pushed back up above the the weekly 50 EMA. So it is quite amazing, right? So let's see how Litecoin gonna be able to hold strong, just like XRP, hold above the weekly 50 EMA, right? We gotta hold above the weekly 50 EMA. It is not time to do anything crazy. You don't for Litecoin, at least for the short term. Just have to hold strong, until BTC, start to turn bullish, and Litecoin gonna, turn bullish first, right? Keep that in mind. Litecoin always turn bullish before BTC turns bullish. So Litecoin just have to hold strong until BTC finish up its correction, and then we're gonna be moving to the upside. So it is a big move to the upside. Nice ABC correction to the downside on the weekly time frame, guys. You see? Litecoin made this ABC correction just like that. So BTC is making this ABC correction on the daily. You can see this big reversal candle from Litecoin on the weekly time frame, right? Even though BTC is pretty much bearish, you can see like how Litecoin did versus BTC. Extremely, a big reversal, right? Big reversal. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Like I explained to you on at the beginning of the live stream, if you get a strong move to the upside, what can you expect, right? Even before we start talking about Litecoin, right? What can you expect? You can expect an A, B, and C correction. Take a look at it. That's what exactly Litecoin is doing. Exactly, Litecoin is making this ABC correction, right? So, and your B wave, your C wave is exactly at a 0.618. So, which is pretty good, guys. It's not a straight sell-off down to like a 0.618, but it is a ABC correction to down to like 0.618, not 0.618, but 0.786, right? Just about this area. So ABC correction. So if you take your fib level, just about this area, take the entire move, exactly at 0.786, exactly at 0.786, guys, exactly at 0.786. So, and then the drop started exactly at on April 1st, right? And then exactly we came down like, you know, on July 31st, right? So it is quite amazing, right? What happened like back in April 1st, guys? What happened back in April 1st? Bitcoin was extremely bullish, right? Bitcoin started the uptrend. What happened like back in you know, June 30th, right? Bitcoin turning bearish. Look at what Litecoin is doing, guys. So you got to read the market in both ways. You can't just like look at one market and then say like, oh, it's going down. But take a look at Litecoin on June 30th, big reversal candle, big reversal candle. What happened like back in April 1st, just about this area, right? You know, April 8th, right? Big bearish candle. So keep that in mind. So Litecoin is finishing up its correction. BTC is just tapping out. But it doesn't mean BTC is going to be dropping. It just means BTC is going to be correcting. So keep that in mind. Since like Litecoin moves faster than BTC, it is normal for Litecoin to correct on a weekly basis, and BTC is going to be correcting on a you know, daily basis, right? So this is like a weekly time frame, guys. It looks like a daily, so but it is actually like a, you know, almost 12 weeks, guys. 12 weeks. And BTC been up for 12 weeks, guys. Litecoin been correcting for 12 weeks. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Let's move back. Let's move back to let's go back to BTC and then take a look at the correction we're talking about. So we just talked about Ether. Let's see. So when you go on daily time frame, so you can see like BTC already got an ABC correction. So what can you expect? You're just expecting like a reversal, right? So you're just expecting a reversal. That's what you can expect, right? So we're just about like 10,400, guys. We're looking great, guys, on this current 4-hour battle candle. Looking great, guys. We're looking great. So I told you, we did say like we needed like BTC to give us like a bigger reversal battle candle, right? So we're looking great, guys. 10,005, guys. 10,005. So 0.618 extension is it's not a bad idea, like to pay attention to 0.618 extension, guys. It is not a bad idea to pay attention to 0.618, guys. So we came down to 0.786, not 0.78, but 0.618, just about this area. We came down to 10,700, moved back up to 12,300. Exactly, came back down to you know, 0.618 extension of the initial move of from a 14k to 10.7, guys. So we got a 0.618 extension of it. Now we're holding strong. So let's see. It doesn't mean we're gonna go up right away, but you know, a big bullish candle to cancel out this big move wouldn't be a bad idea, right? It wouldn't be, but I'm not expecting it, guys. I'm not expecting it. If it happened, great, but I'm not expecting BTC to regain all the losses from the previous 4 hour. It could, but I'm not expecting this big candle, right? If it does, that's going to be a great news, but I'm not expecting it. So I'm not expecting. So let's just get the sideways correction, right? Get the sideways correction. Right, get the sideways correction just about this area of 0.786, and all of a sudden, you know, by 8 p.m. we can get the this pop-out is annoying now, and then by 8 p.m. we could get like a, you know, this big body candle to the upside. It is more reasonable, right? It is more reasonable, right? It is more reasonable. So, but we're looking good, guys. We're looking good. Stop repeating, keep that in mind. We will see, man. I can't stop repeating it because you guys wanted BTC to drop. Now BTC dropped. Let's take a look at Ether BTC. Ether BTC. Ether BTC is looking great, man. 4-hour body candle. We got a big move to the upside from just recently. If you go back to the daily time frame, we talked about Ether, right? We talked about Ether coming back down to this area, but since BTC now is looking bearish, Ether is taking advantage of it, right? BTC is not going up, right? So Ethereum is pushing to the upside. So let's see how high Ethereum can go, right? Let's see how high Ethereum can go, because we're still expecting like Ethereum to drop on the dollar value. So it doesn't make sense like Ethereum to be going up unless like BTC dropping very fast, right? Ether can be going up versus BTC. But if like, let's say we're looking for another drop like down to point, like just about like 0.25, you know, this way like the dollar value of Ethereum can drop down like to 265 if like BTC stay just about like 10.5 to 11k. We could expect like Ethereum, you know, dollar value to drop down, and then the BTC value to drop down at the same time, and we're gonna get this double bottom. But it is more reasonable to look for this double bottom from Ethereum, right? Another double bottom. It doesn't have to be like a 5-10 days selling pressure. It could be like just like a big wick to the downside when BTC is reversing back to 0.618. So Ethereum most likely gonna give up its BTC value. So most likely. So but it is not looking bad at all, right? It is not looking bad at all. It is not looking bad at all, especially when BTC is down. So it is a good sign, at least for the short term. Both Ethereum and both Litecoin, they're reversing versus BTC. So take a look at LTC BTC. So all the big coins, they holding strong versus BTC. Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple also, not doing bad. So we're gonna take a look at NEO also. NEO pretty much follows BTC. So the dollar, you see, Litecoin is also making the same move, but it is not making a flag yet. So it is just, we just got this we got this candle looking like a shooting star also, but it is not doing bad the last 3 days. So but we could get another double bottom. That's more feasible, right? Look for this double bottom just about at 0.786. So it doesn't have to be exactly at the same number. It could come back like down to like 0.618 or 0.786 in this range. It doesn't have to be exactly at a 0.09, right? Or 0.09 in that range, or 0.09. So it could just come back down like to 0.01 in that range, or 1, and then we could like see some reversal pattern from Litecoin. So okay, just like what we got back in at a 0.618 back in May. Remember guys, when Litecoin was just about this area, like second week of April, we were looking for Litecoin to come back down to 0.618, right? And then we also like called for this move when Litecoin was making this this flag just about like first week of June, guys. First week of June, we called for this. Litecoin is making a flag when pushed to the upside, right? So now we came back down to this area, right? So we most likely gonna come back. We came back down to 0.09 too. Most likely we're gonna come back down to 0.01, right? So keep that in mind. These numbers, they just cannot go up forever, right? Especially when BTC is not constant. If BTC was constant, you can expect like these numbers to go up forever. But since BTC is going up and down, these numbers, they just have to match it. They just have to match what BTC is doing, right? They're just going to be going up and down. So keep that in mind. So what's up, Finest? What's up, Vet? Litecoin is going up. Yeah, it is going up, but remember, 0.0115, you know, we got a big resistance at 0.0115. So you know, Litecoin is going up because BTC, you know, is not doing great. So keep that, you just have to remember. Finance, you making me stop saying keep that in mind. So so you bullying me, man. So but you're asking if Litecoin is going up. I mean, it is. I mean, it's been going up the last 3 days, right? But I'm looking for Litecoin to come back down to a 0.01. For Litecoin to come back down to 0.01, right? It doesn't have to be accurate, guys. A drop from a 50% drop of this, you know, just this initial move is okay. 50% to 50% to a 0.618. It doesn't have to be an exact double bottom. When I say double bottom, you know, like this, you got an uptrend, right? You got a small uptrend like this, right? And then when I say double bottom, right? When I say double bottom, you could even like come back down like just 90% to a 0.786. It's a double bottom. I mean, it is okay to consider it a double bottom because you don't want to be crypto is too volatile, right? To be looking for exact number. It is too volatile, man. It's like the volatility is more than 10%, right? So you don't want to be looking for, you know, 5%, you know, tolerance, you know, something like that. So, but if like Litecoin come back down to just about 0.01, it is okay, man. It is okay. Let's take a look at NEO. Yeah, if you've been following this channel, you know I love NEO, so I just don't talk about it much because, you know, I try to keep my personal bias, you know, but I love NEO, so it's one of my favorite coins, so I'll keep that. So finally say, don't say keep that in mind. So you take a look at NEO. We just broke this area, you know, we broke below this trend line. We try to push back up, but we have to do it before BTC turn bullish again. Let's take that's a daily time frame. So it is a flag. It is a bearish flag, right? Bitcoin is up 2% the last, you know, in the last hour. So most likely it's gonna drop now. Whenever you see that notification, just just know like Bitcoin about to drop again. So it's from I think like CoinStat give you those notifications. So but now we just have to change the channel just like this. It is holding strong, right, on this channel because we got like 3 retests, right? So BTC is looking bad, so we can expect like NEO at least for the short term. Let me zoom it in so you guys can see. We could be playing within this channel, right? But it is a bearish momentum. Keep that in mind, right? It is a bearish momentum because you know you could be looking for this NEO going back up to this area, right, and retest just about 0017, right, 0017 in that range, right? We could be, since like BTC is not looking great, at least for the short term. But it is a bearish momentum for for NEO at least, right, for the short term. But you gotta think about it, right? The rest of the market, most alt, they drop below this area, right? From like I think like June 25th when June 23rd, right? When BTC, you know, made that big move to the upside, you know, most alt they drop like almost 25 to almost like 50%, right? Some of these alts. So, but NEO, you know, made a big reversal pattern just about this area, right? So, just about this area. But I think BTC went up like on the 18th, something like that, right? 18, 20, something like that. So 16, 17, we made a big move to the upside and all the alts dropped. But NEO was able to reverse, right? NEO was able to reverse back like to almost like 170,000 sats. So that's great, at least for the short term, to stay within this channel. So it just has to stay within this channel, you know, until BTC, you know, is basically giving NEO a green light to move to the upside. So, but let's say we break below this channel, it is not going to be good at all. It is not going to be good at all, right? because you're gonna have to look for your extension. You're gonna have to look for your extension, right? You're gonna have to look for an extension, and you know, I don't see NEO dropping down like an extension from this entire move from like a April 1st down to like a May 13th, right? This extension, a 6% extension of this move gonna be just about like 84,000 guys, 84,000. That's not great at all from NEO. That's 50% drop versus BTC, you know, from the current price of NEO. Just about 45%, not 50%, but close enough, close enough. So you got to keep that in mind, guys. I'm extremely bullish about BTC, but these coins, you know, they're not, some of these coins, they're not making like a bullish momentum, right, versus BTC. So, but you got to think about it. When NEO was $200, if somebody told you NEO gonna be coming back down at $7, you're not gonna believe it, right? You're not gonna believe it. So, but you know, I've been calling for NEO $7 when NEO was $90, guys, $90. So even though I love NEO, but you know, that was like you know, after we that was like first week of May 2018, right? After we got that bearish momentum, you know, I was like, NEO gonna drop down another 90%, guys, 90%. So 90% drop. Litecoin was calling for $25 Litecoin, guys, when Litecoin was $200. So it's calling for $200. So we also called for 10k BTC when BTC was 5k. So it's not like you know, just because you bearish doesn't mean like you know, you don't like the coin or you just being rational. Keep that in mind. But up, I just said it. I'm not gonna say it again, finest. All right, I'm not gonna say it again. Tron, I love Tron, man. I love the chart of Tron. Let's take a look at Tron. But it is a great time, guys, to be accumulating these coins. You know, I mean, you gotta think about it. Most of these coins, they still 90% down, right? They still NEO is still 90% down. Most people don't pay attention to that. But most of these coins, they still 90% down. Some of these top 20 coins, they still 90% down, guys. They still, like IOTA. IOTA is just about what, 40 cents. IOTA IOTA topped out at what, you know, $5, still at 40 cents. That's like more than 90%, right? So ICX still like what, 95? It's still like 30. You know, you have to 30x your ICX in order to, if you bought ICX at $12 and you've been holding like this whole time, you have to 30x your current ICX in order to you know, more than 30x actually, right? So in order to get your money back. So that's why it is a great time to be buying these coins. If like you bought ICX over like over, you know, like $8, $9, you know, you can get the same amount of ICX, you know, with like 30x, you know, less money. So keep that. I mean, so so you gotta think about it, guys. Gotta think about it. Most of these coins, they are 90% down, right? 90% down. I think like Tron is not 90% down anymore, right? It's like 85, something like that. But Tron is not looking bad. You know, we got a nice channel, so most people are going to be scared to buy at these levels, right? But as long as they see Tron up to this level, they're going to be buying like Tron at like 600, 700 sats. You don't want to buy Tron at 600, 700 sats. You want to buy Tron at 300 sats, guys. We're coming back to this level. I didn't expect Tron to come back down to like to 300 sats when Tron was like 800 sats. Even though I called for Tron to come back down like to 500 sats, guys. So 500 sats, we came back down to it. But I said like as long as we broke below it, we were looking for like 0.786. But finally we came back down to this level, right? So it is a good reversal pattern overall. So it is a great thing for Tron, at least for the short term. You know, it is a great thing for Tron, at least for the short term, to make this falling wedge, right? It is a great thing. You're making a falling wedge. Your RSI is almost overbought. So we could be looking for Tron to come back down like this, right? Because I don't expect a reversal right now from Tron. So we could be moving just about this area like this, right? Like this. And then, you know, as soon as we get a big volume, we can even like go and break this area and then go back to all-time high when the, you know, in the middle of the bull run. So keep that I mean, you just gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna say it every now and then. So just think about it, guys. You want to buy Tron when Tron is, you know, at support level, right? At support level, that's when you want to be buying, right? That's when you want to be buying. You don't want to buy at resistance. You don't want to buy at resistance, guys. You don't want to buy at resistance. So let's move on to ADA. ADA is not looking great versus BTC. But if ADA is not looking great, but ADA ADA was as low as like 2.5 penny, and then we went up like to almost 10 cents, right? So that's almost like 400. That's almost like 4x, guys. That's 4x your money. So even though ADA is not doing great, it's doing bad versus BTC. Your dollar value, you know, you got like 400x, right? Not 400x, but 400%. So 400%. So 400%. So that's the move I was telling you, like when BTC was going up, right? ADA just decided to, you know, keep being bearish. But it is a good time to be buying ADA right now. That's a very good time to be buying ADA. It is a very good time to be buying ADA right now. So it is a very good time to be buying ADA. You don't want to buy like ADA when ADA is like up 30-45%. So 30-45%, right? A double bottom on the R side, it is great, guys. It is great. Double bottom on the R side, right? Double bottom on the R side. So, but most likely it is going to come back down very shortly, because this, you know, from this you know, level of R side, from this level of R side, you just don't want to expect like a you know, price going up all the way up to overbought in one move. It's not going to do that. It is not going to do it. It is not going to do it. So expect like a slight pullback, pullback, and then we're going to go from there. Right. So let's go back to BTC, and I'll give you a good warning about engine. Make sure to pay clear attention at the engine also, and ICX. They pretty much like so down, guys. You know, ICX still 95% down, guys. Still 95% down. And you guys remember when everybody was waiting for $100 ICX? So it's kind of like buying ICX at 30 cents. It's like buying, you know, let's see, buying like Ethereum at a, $20, something like that, guys. So we just got a big rejection on the 4-hour time frame. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. On the daily, actually. So it is still holding strong, just about 10 10-4. We're holding strong. So a sideways correction is very, it could be very probable, and then you know, a push to the upside. But 0.786 has to hold strong, guys. It has to hold strong. 10-4 to 10-2, it has to hold strong. Otherwise, we're going to be looking for 9K, which is a 1-to-1 extension. 9K, which is going to be a 1-to-1 extension. So we are exactly at 0.618. Exactly at 0.618 right now. So we're doing extremely well. We're doing extremely good, guys. 0.618 is holding strong. So let's see. So you've been looking for BTC at 10K. Now you got it, guys. You got it. You got it. All right, you got your ABC correction. So let's see how we're gonna reverse from now on, right? Okay guys, I'm just gonna call it a day, and then we're gonna go live again once we once BTC either hit like 9K or hit like 11.6, whichever comes first, right? We're gonna go live again, right? If I'm available. So all right guys, thank you for watching. We didn't see your question about will we break 10.5 on the way on the upside. Right now I don't see us like I said on that just about this area. I don't see like a I don't see like a BTC making a big reversal candle. I'm expecting, right, BTC to be moving sideways, right, and then get a big reversal candle, right? Or we just can come back down to like we can come back down to like a 9K in that range, plus minus 1.5 to 2%, right, before getting a reversal. So but I don't see like a big reversal candle, like a 10% move within the next 4 hours. So hey, what's up, Charat? I know you can just go back and watch the beginning of the live stream. I just explained everything, but we're expecting like BTC either to come back down to a 9K, which is a 1-to-1 extension of the initial move from like 14K down to 0.618. 6% of that going to be like from 12K down to 9K, right? 6% of this move. That's what we're expecting, right? So but before we can expect like going down to 9K, we're just gonna have to wait and see how BTC gonna be able to break like 10.2 to 10.4, because 10.2 to 10.4, let's just say 10.2, right? 10,400, 10,200, right? It is at 0.618 and it is holding strong. So what I'm expecting is that I'm expecting BTC to move sideways first and reverse. That's what I'm expecting, right, for the bullish scenario. But the bearish scenario, we could come back down like to 9,100 to 9K in that range, right? 1-to-1 extension, give or take. That doesn't have to be accurate. So that's the two scenarios we got, right? Either we're going to stay at 0.786 or we're going to drop down to 1-to-1 extension to get our ABC correction. It is just a corrective move, so it is normal, right? You guys remember, we said BTC is going to be making a flat correction, either a flat correction or a zigzag. Because I explained to you guys 3 days ago, all of these scenarios, guys, we talked about it 3 days ago before we got the shooting star. So that's how we are able to like be able to calm and then relax and not be panicking, because we anticipated all of these like back in like June 16th, guys. Even when BTC was below 10K, guys, we anticipated all these moves even when BTC was below 10K. So 2 weeks ago, guys, 2 weeks ago. So let's see how BTC is going to be able to break 0.618, sorry, right? And then one-to-one extension going to be next, right? From one-to-one extension, definitely I'm expecting I'm going to be extremely bullish from when BTC goes to like a 9K, right? I'm going to be extremely bullish on the lower time frame. But on the bigger time frame, right, just to recap what we talked about, on the bigger time frame, it doesn't mean anything. On the monthly time frame, it doesn't mean anything. This drop to 9K, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything on this drop to 9K. Because the monthly time frame, if you go to a Bitstamp, you can see like whenever we get a shooting star, that we on the monthly time frame it is just going to be noise on the monthly time frame, right? But whenever we get a shooting star, the very following week, 80% of the time, right, the very following week we are pretty much bearish. We've been pretty much bearish, right? Keep that, just think about it that way. So let me just show you again on Bitstamp, right? I mean, they've been accumulating this whole time at 9K. Most of us been calling for 2K. They've been accumulating institutions, right? Now they're gonna, buy all your BTC again. So when you take a look at it, right, just about this area, the week of August, back in August we got a shooting star, we got a big reversal candle and we moved to the upside. So back in like a September, November 2016, 2017, 2015, right, we got a shooting star, we got a reversal pattern just about this area. Back in June like 2017, we got a shooting star on the weekly, but on the monthly you can see like we still been moving to the upside. So just because we got a shooting star on the last week of the month, right, the last hour of the month, of course, right, doesn't mean like we're gonna be looking down, guys. It doesn't mean we're gonna come back all the way down to like a 2K or like even like some people are looking for like 1800, right, something like that. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Oh. So but the monthly chart is pretty bullish. Nothing bearish about the monthly chart. Nothing bearish. But just go back and watch the beginning of the live stream, and then I explain to you guys everything, right? Everything. So even like if like we're gonna go back down to like a 2K, it's not gonna be that nasty. You gotta remember, right? You gotta remember that's a typical typical crypto bull market, right? So what you can expect, like it is just like to speculate right now, right? So you got a big move to the upside just like that, right? You're gonna get a typical bear market again, just like that, right? Just like that. It's gonna take forever to go back to 2K. You could be looking for like a sometime like in 2020, late 2020, before we get back down like to 2K. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever to get back down like to 2K. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever, guys. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. So it's gonna take forever to get this move, just like this, right? It's not even done yet, guys. It's not even done yet. So you could be anticipating three-way move to the downside, another one like this, like that, just like the typical bear market, guys. Just like a typical bear market, and then we're gonna be moving sideways, and then we're gonna be dropping down. So, and you would be looking for January 2020, roughly, right? Just a rough estimate. So but don't expect like BTC to drop down to 2K anytime soon. Alright guys, I'm just gonna call it a day, and then we're gonna talk later as soon as we hit 9,000. I don't think we're gonna hit 9,000 today, but let's say we reverse back to 11.6 in that range. Within the, I don't think we're gonna hit 11.6 today neither, but the next couple of days, you know, I'm definitely gonna be live, so I'm gonna be going live. All right, thank you for watching.